Stanley's Adventure. Stanley is a work-hardening engine on the island of Sodor, but can sometimes do the job really quick, and it will always be his. And the Fat Controller will always be his favourite controller. And Stanley will always be his favourite engine. One day Stanley was working hard. He had already been doing lots and lots of jobs, and now he was feeling really tired and very worn out. And his friends Billy, Duncan and Dennis realised that he was feeling worn out. "Oh, hi guys," he said. "I think I feel worn out. I do need a rest." "And we can tell," said Duncan. "Billy and Dennis need a rest too. So what could it be best if you could do if you want to rest?" "In the sheds," said Stanley. "That's right," said Billy. "Oh," he yawned. "Well, every single day," said Stanley, and Stanley puffed away. And with that, he puffed away to take his goods train home. A few minutes later, he was resting with Peter, Sam, Hank and Hero, who are tired as well. Meanwhile, his driver was checking on his controls. And something happened inside Stanley. His driver pulled a lever by accident, and Stanley was going backwards. When Stanley woke up, he realised that he was going backwards, and now he really couldn't stop. Oh no! He said. "Help! Help!" he cried. "I can't stop!" And just then there was a line of buffers near his shed, and with that he crashed into them. And they were all in pieces. And then after that, Stanley splashed into an old pond. Stanley wasn't hurt, but he was wet. Toby and Flora seen it and called for help. Just then, Henry arrived. "What's been going on, lads?" he said. "I've been going backwards," said Stanley, "and now I'm stuck in a pond." Just then, Hank soon came to the rescue. "Don't worry," he said. "I'll pull you out, and I'm sorry we were arch enemies. It's because we want to know who is the best engines on the island of Sodor, and it was since we invited the passengers to Old Bailey's party at London Station, so let's be friends." "We should," said Stanley, and with that, the two engines made friends, and finally, Stanley was back on the rails, and Hank knew it was the good choice to save Stanley. All the engines made 3 cheers for Hank, even Stanley, who fell in a deep pond. Even Stanley, who went in a very deep pond. And he did.